and welcome to Lengro Late Night Live. What a show we've got lined up for you tonight. What glamorous, gorgeous ladies, what topics, what subjects. Without further ado, let me introduce the gorgeous Jack Tyler. Oh, hold on a second.
Good evening.
How are you doing, Jack?
I'm doing really well, thank you. How are you?
I am very well indeed. I've had a few days off with my gorgeous son, Paris. Hello, Roy. Hello, Catherine Kelly. And
Hi, ladies.
How are you doing? We have as well another very special lady, of course, with some new moon magic tonight. Let's welcome the gorgeous Amanda Waring.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh, good to see you all. Good to see everybody else out there as well. Missed you all. We're going to have a magical time this evening, definitely.
Fantastic. I can't wait.
Can't wait.
New moon magic. I think we need to add a bit more gypsy to the mix, though. Welcome my cousin Deborah Petulengro and her daughter Heavenly.
Hello.
Hi.
How is everybody? Hope everybody's doing well.
Yeah, listen, Debs, you can say hello to some people. It's the first time you've been able to see the comments on a Lengro Late Night Live, isn't it?
I have. So I've got comments now, so I feel like I'm really professional now. So hello, Catherine. I hope you're doing really, really well. And also Sam at Lengro. Hello, Sam.
Hey, Sam.
And we've also got Gail Sweeney. Hello, Gail.
And there's Lucy who won't come on. You can, there you go. There's Lulu as well. Right. So before we go into actually, should we start off with a bit of new moon magic? I think I'm going to let you lead it away, Amanda, because I can't wait to hear what you've got to say.
Okay, well, fantastic. So this coming tomorrow, it's very good English. Tomorrow, let's be really immediate, but it's starting now. The magic's always begun. We are coming into what's called a Lionsgate portal. So tomorrow I'm going to be in ceremony from 11 in the morning till 1 the following morning. So a good 12 hours plus of ceremony for the planet, for ourselves. So for me, this exciting time, this Lionsgate portal, you've got Sirius that's lined up. I mean, well, Claire, you'll explain all the astrology within it, but basically our spiritual home, Sirius, is rising up again, and we have the opportunity for unlimited potential. Yeah. So we have this 8-8. We have this opportunity of infinite supply, infinite goodness, infinite possibilities. Now, honestly, is the day that we have probably, those of us that are on a slightly spiritual path, been waiting for our whole lives for. This impact of our prayers, our intentions right now, I truly believe in the bottom of my soul that we can raise the vibration of the earth. We can choose love. We can move out of fear. We can become unshackled from this extraordinary timeline. We have an opportunity to choose a golden timeline, a different vision, and that's for ourselves as well as the earth. We have a choice because there will be a split. There will be a split in timelines, and some people will decide to stay in one timeline and some people might decide to stay in another. I wish to go into the brightest, most magnetized, most magnificent future I can. And I want to inspire all of you today to make the same choice. Tomorrow is a pivotal portal of potent potentiality. There we go. All the P's, and not even a rude P in there. Not even a rude P in there. I'll add it in later. Oops, sorry.
I love the way that you explain it, because I explained it earlier on one of my lives as a greatest showman moment.
Oh, yeah.
Like P.T. Barnum, it is our moment to step up on stage and almost be the biggest version of ourselves as well. Now, if we look at the film The Greatest Showman, guys, we all know it was based on Barnum. But if you look at what the man himself did about bringing enlightenment to the world, entertainment, that from tomorrow, and actually we can feel the effect today, we can feel it a few days before and after, is what we've got the chance to do. I'd like to ask our viewers, I don't know about you ladies, what their dream would be, wouldn't you?
Can I just ask a question about timelines? I mean, you said about we have to choose which timeline we want. How do we do that? What exactly is timelines, Amanda?
So I'm going to get a little bit, maybe slightly esoteric here. I mean, let's just narrow it down to a choice. Which road do you decide to choose? You know, you go to the left, you go to the right. Do you go to the road that's through the woods, or do you go to the road that goes to the beach? It's up to you. It's absolutely up to you, but it's to recognize that you have a choice. And it's to ideally magnetize yourself. So choose. We're coming into this golden age. This is the dawning of literally the age of Aquarius. I mean, we are literally coming into that. And we have a part to play in this. We have a really positive part. So if you like, it's having a template of what a new future can be. And with that energy of Leo, with that fire, with that passion, particularly women, I'm calling on all women. And when we do a little ceremony, I'll help you with this. But I'm calling on all women now as well to let your voice, let your roar out, let your passion, your power, everything that has been shackled before. Yeah. Now's the time to reclaim our magic in a productive, creative, inspiring way. We really are thrillingly on the cusp of something hugely important for us all. Please, please play your part.
Yeah. Another way you can explain is, but I love the way Amanda explains things because it makes me I get so excited. Another thing is, if you all look at your personality, your traits, your foibles and everything, we can choose to look at our weak points and we can choose for that to be our downfall and we can go down that path. Or we can choose our best traits where our strengths are and go to a higher path and a better life. So I think what Amanda's saying as well for all of you out there is, let's take the best of us and go somewhere fun with our futures, and with the power of the new moon behind us, absolutely anything is possible. Right. What's next, Amanda? What did you want to say?
All right. So what I'd love to do, I'll do a very quick little mini ceremony with you all. Bear in mind, I'll be doing hours and hours of ceremony with. Yes, go on, Miss. You can do it.
I just have to say, we've got a lot of men on tonight.
Oh, good, because it's important for men too. Men, you have a female part, you have a male part to you, and we're calling in the divine feminine just as we're calling and honoring the divine masculine. So both are equally important. It's just that at this moment in time, I will be calling on all men that have the feminine part in them as well. We'll just be activating that just to bring that into balance. So no men are being left out of this. Oh, no. You find that divine feminine, that beautiful roar to come out as well. We're all in this together. That's what's exciting.
I know. Well, Deborah's made her husband Ben hold the baby, so he's out the loop. But the rest of you men watching.
Okay, so I'm going to invite all of you, if you feel that you're up to this, just to close your eyes, please. And I'd like you to place one hand over your heart. And I want you to recognize and to feel the strength within your own heart. And I want you to recognize that all of our hearts are united. And that we do wish for the highest good of all in this world, for Mother Earth, for ourselves. And I'd like you to almost feel this rhythm of this heart growing stronger, feeling it becoming golden, brighter, stronger, lighter. Feel this heartbeat within you, feeling full of courage, feeling full of potential. And allow yourself now to think of one goal, just one goal that you wish to see happen in the near future. And I want you to place that goal within your golden heart right now. Place it like a beautiful seed. And you're going to incubate this incredible goal that you have within your golden heart. And I want you to imagine now, doesn't matter if you can't do it very well, there's no right or wrong, but I want you to imagine now that the light of the sun is pouring down and magnetizing onto your golden heart and absolutely allowing that goal that you wish to happen, absolutely magnetizing it, glowing it. Glowing it up. You'll feel a little bit warmer, many of you, when you should just feel that growing, that glowing of that potential within you. And then I just want you to be aware of the star Sirius. Just say in your mind, I call upon Sirius to help magnetize my greatest potential. I'll call upon Sirius and the Lion's Gate to help magnetize my best, beautiful potential. For the good of all. and then just hear this song. Hey ya, 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 let it be so. Tap your heart once and go ho. And it is done.
Amanda, beautiful as always.
Wow.
Thank you so very much. Do you like that, Debs?
That was amazing, Amanda.
Good.
Yes, that was amazing.
Amazing.
I absolutely loved that. I
Good.
feel like I can do anything and achieve anything. Nothing is impossible, because even the word impossible says I'm possible.
Yes,
Amazing.
exactly.
I love
And
it.
powerful when we reclaim our power, men and women. True power, power in right action, right heart, right mind. You know what? Powerful is a really cool thing to remember. That when women often don't feel powerful, men don't feel powerful as well. But for women, want to feel powerful, you're powerful. We feel full of ourselves. That's what we want to be. Not big-headed, but charismatic leaders with heart energy. My goodness me, men and women, we can change this world. We just need to let our hearts roar.
We can. I'm going to take things down to a different level, and I am going to swap things round slightly, Jack, as I do sometimes to mess you up. We were going to look at some sort of shoes and some fashion things first, but I think in the essence of what we've been talking about powerful women and influential women, I think we'll go on to the other item. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Absolutely. So, Jack, while I pull up the picture, because StreamYard seem to have put the sort of order when I do the technical side of things all different as of today. So I'm going to find the picture. If you could explain why I'm bringing up this lady's picture, please, and who it is, then I shall do my best to be a technical wizard. And do excuse me, guys, for not keeping my eyes shut. It's my job as well to make sure that we're still live.
Did you peek? Were you peeking? You cheat.
I had to peek, but I know you do private ones with me anyway whenever I ask, so I'm okay. I think for the viewers get absolutely everything that they need to from that as well. Okay, I'm going to bring up a picture of a lady now who is a very powerful lady for what she's done for the world. Have a look at this, and Debs, I'll let you. So, Jackie, I'll let you carry on.
Okay, so this is Professor Sarah Gilbert, who created the AstraZeneca vaccine, and incredible lady. And she has had a Barbie doll named after her. So there is her Barbie doll. And she said, I hope that children who see my Barbie will realise how vital careers in science are to help the world around us. And Barbie have actually honoured 6 frontline workers from around the world as a thank you for their services. So I think that's incredible, because Barbie is so different from the Barbie we knew in our day. You know, they are sort of embracing women, and they're representing a more diverse sort of type of women, from skin colour and hair, you know, different cultures. They're doing really incredible work. And the brand has said that since 1959, their purpose has been to inspire the limitless potential in every girl. And a small doll can make a big impact. They're committed to empowering future generations by representing different cultures. And they're going to be introducing the first Barbie doll collection made from 90% recycled ocean-bound plastic as well. So that's incredible. You know, that's a really good message to put out there. So I thought I would have a look at all the Barbies to see what they're like. And I thought I'd match some Barbies up with each one of us. So I found our own Barbies.
Thank you.
Yes.
I'm going to have to bring up and then you're going to have to tell the viewers who this Barbie belongs to, because I don't have the name of the person that it goes with. So here we have a...
Well, this is the Elizabeth Taylor Barbie, and who do we think that is? That is our Amanda. Our Amanda is the Elizabeth Taylor Barbie, of course.
I'm honoured. That's gorgeous. I love that. I want one now.
This is our Debs, because she is the dazzling cleaning.
Mine better be a good
Debs Barbie. So, there you are, Debs, in your apron, all ready to go.
I love that. That is so good.
It really is.
Such good choices.
I even love the style of that.
Oh, yes.
Oh, and that is Claire. So, Claire, have you got the picture of you in your red dress? Because we can see the similarity there.
These are
Let's have a
brilliant.
look. Okay.
So, see, that is our Claire there.
Actually, I'm quite honoured because that particular Barbie is obviously a replica of Marilyn Monroe from Some Like It Hot. So very, very pleased to have that one.
Nice.
Do we have any more Barbie pictures?
What's yours, Jack? Have you done you?
Yes, I've got. Oh, there I am with the animals. Asking the animals and feeding the animals. That's me.
Absolutely love that. How did you like that, followers? So I had a question, which is, I wanted to know who you viewers think should be made into a Barbie. Is there anybody that they've missed out? Did you have a Barbie when you were younger, Debs? I can't remember.
I had loads. I had the I had the aeroplane, the camper van. I had loads. I just loved Barbie. I really, really did. But I also love my crystal ball. So I used to. This sounds really, really random what I'm going to say, but I used to play with my Barbies, but also have a crystal ball at the side and used to pretend to tell fortunes for
Well, it's funny, Debs, because when I was looking through the Barbies, I did actually find a gypsy Barbie with red hair, but she didn't have many teeth. So I thought, well, better not show that one.
Michelle Hayes says, wow, they all look like you. And now listen, if you're sitting at home tonight thinking, I should be doing the washing up, or like me, wishing your kids would do the washing up while we're live, don't go and do your cleaning just yet, because coming up on the program a little bit later, we have got Dazzle with Deb, where Deb is going to be giving us some cleaning tips. But while we've been on fashion Barbies, and we are asking you as well what toy you loved when you were growing up, I thought we'd take a little look at some shoes with Jack, because you've been a bit of a shoe fetish the last few weeks, haven't you?
Yes, I brought you some, but I just want to show you Chrissy Wheatley's comment. My daughter hated Barbie. She used to pull the head and legs off.
Yes. I didn't like Barbie. I liked Cindy.
Yeah.
I liked Cindy dolls.
Yeah, we had Cindy.
Her very, very bushy hair.
Yeah,
I used to cut all the hair off.
Yes. I used to act out plays with my Cindy dolls. So we've all acted out what we do, you know, with our dolls. Like we can tell from an early age, can't we?
And maybe with the new moon this weekend, we need to draw.
How many times would you get a Barbie for Christmas?
Say it again.
How many times would you get a Barbie for Christmas? How many times would you get a Barbie or a doll for Christmas and a birthday, and a couple of weeks after, your mother would say, what have you done with that doll? And it'd have hair patches everywhere.
Yeah.
Where you'd give it an haircut.
Why did we do that? Why should we used to cut all the hair off? I don't get it.
I've got a more important question, Jack, is why would somebody wear shoes like this?
Okay, so this is not an amputated foot, as it might look like. It's actually a leather sock sandal from Zara.
Yes.
And it cost £140. Now, would you wear that? Would our lovely viewers out there wear that?
Yes, I would, because I did in the 70s.
Did you?
I had plastic long socks, red, that would go into my ballet pump shoes or whatever they were. You'd sweat like anything in them. I think I'd look super cool. And yes, so I did that. There were my mum's, and I had white patent ones like that would go into shoes and others. It's a disgusting fashion. But I mean, at 12 years old, I wore them proudly, thinking I was so cool. And then they kind of gradually, is that leather you were saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I mean, mine was just that kind of weird sort of 70s plastic. It wasn't even real. I don't know what it was. But eventually it would just evaporate and peel off in big clumps. So it would have dandruff. It's not a good look. I don't like that look there, but I have to say probably I would have worn it. Maybe
Deb,
not now.
Would I catch you dead in those, Deb?
No. No. I'm not going to. But you know what it is? Heels at the minute, I just can't do them anymore. When I went to see Claire last week, I had a pair of trainers and I just can't do it no more. Heels just isn't my thing.
Can I back up there? Because they weren't trainers. I arrived and Deb's had Chanel trainers on, actually. So she doesn't just wear trainers. Can I just say, Sam at Lengro, who's watching, No, no, and no to those shoes. Leslie Anthony says no. Stephen Burns says £140 to sweat. Can I just also bring up a comment from Stephen, from James?
James about his mum. I was going to say the same thing.
Yeah, Deborah, can you see that to read out?
Yes, I can. So it says, my mum should be made into a Barbie because she is by far the most inspirational person in my life. Wow. I have already told Claire why on a live earlier. Well, that is just lovely, isn't it?
Yeah.
That is really, really nice.
Yeah, James's mum nursed him through a life-threatening problem with his brain. I think it was a brain tumor, wasn't it, James? And he's still with us today. His mum's still a pillar of support, and we're so happy to have you guys following us here at Lengro Live. We really, really are. So let's have a look now. We were having a little look at some fashion.
Everyone said she'd make a Barbie doll of me. Would you cut a couple of pounds off so it's thin?
So I think we've got to have real Barbie dolls. You know, that's the thing.
Yeah.
So show us as we all really are, and that's fine. Womanly and gorgeous.
We've got some other comments as well about Barbie dolls. If you want to read any out, ladies, from the viewers as well. And then
I like Chrissy's comment here because I had a Tiny Tears doll. My sister had the Tiny Tears doll, and she used to carry it around, and I used to hate that doll, so I stabbed it with a dart. And I used to have the weeing doll. Do you remember the weeing doll when it was Tiny Tears with a tiny bit of wee as well? Why would you want that? I don't know, but I remember delightedly filling it up with the water so that the wee could come out everywhere, and loving playing with that. I think that explains a lot as well.
absolutely amazing.
Anybody remember? Can you remember when we used to get grass heads? And it was like a pair of tights with grass seeds in, and they used to grow hair. Can you remember them?
Yeah,
You've not seen anything. I'll have to see if I can find a grass head. She would love a grass head. It was just amazing. Well, you could give him a haircut and everything.
I nearly broke my dad because I'd asked as a child of about 4 years old, for a Luby Loo doll. And he went to every shop saying, my daughter wants a Luby Loo doll. Do you have? And nobody knew what it was. And it was from Bill and Ben, the Flower Pot Men. Yeah. And it would be Luby Loo that was the doll that was on that. And of course, they hadn't done all that television marketing and all of that things then. So there was no such thing as a Luby Loo doll. And he had to make something up that wasn't like her at all. And I just remember bursting into tears. That's not my Luby Loo.
Oh my goodness. Well, let's see if we can improve the fashion on the shoes with a bit of fashion for the body instead.
Yeah, I've got some fashion favourites here. So these are my fashion favourites for this week. This is a blue floral plumbed beach dress from River Island, which is £35. And I thought this was just really pretty and nice and summery. And at the back, it's got a sort of little tie at the back, sort of open back with a little tie. So I thought that was really pretty. So
love that.
Was one of my favourites.
Very cute.
That's Sarah Jessica Parker. She's not in the fashion.
No, that's Claire putting up the wrong picture there. Let's just have a look.
Not so keen on that outfit. Little drag.
Oh, if you like a little bit of leather.
Oh, yes. So this is the leather sleeveless knee-length dress from M&S. And that's £199. But I really like that because it's nice and fitted, and it looks really good quality as well, doesn't it?
Yeah,
I like the top, the neck details really lovely. Yeah,
I would. I think maybe 10 years ago. Now I'm not sure whether I'd go for that much leather all over my body in public. Sorry.
Oh, and this is the black sit-through polo shirt from River Island at £30. Now I have bought that. And I wore that last week on a girls' night out. And I really, really like that. It's really nicely, it's really comfortable. You can sort of dress it up or dress it down. So yeah, I like that one as well.
And what are the trousers?
Oh, I don't know about the trousers. They
look like my camping trousers, my over.
Yeah, no, we wouldn't wear the trousers.
Oh, okay, fine.
She certainly looks like she's wet herself in the trousers, I think.
Yeah, Tiny Tears trousers. I love that.
Is a cream lace Bardo top, again from River Island, £42. And I thought this was beautiful. They look really nice with some leather trousers or jeans or whatever. So they're my recommendations for this week. Do you like those, ladies?
Yes, I do. I get the last one. Any gypsy top, and I'm there definitely.
I love all of that, and that top would be great for me to do weddings in as a celebrant on a beach. I could see myself doing that. So yes, River Island, if you're watching, you know, I'm doing a big wedding that I've got to keep secret at the moment, but you know, that would be very nice. I'll tell you my address later on.
James Wheatley Bradford says, I don't think that leather dress is my colour though. I don't know, James. I think you can get away with that, don't you?
Well, I'm in Brighton, so you can wear absolutely anything you want in Brighton. You
that is true.
Right, so looking at a magazine that is doing really well at the moment, that is actually for more of our age, Jack. Tell everyone about
yes, this is Silver Magazine. They've been around for a while, but they've just had a relaunch. And this is a magazine for the over 50s, but it's not one of those fuddy-duddy magazines. This is really fun. It's full of interviews, great articles, inspirational articles, and really interesting topics. So, yeah, and there's actually one article that I was reading in there. Now, I don't know whether you've heard about funeral crashes. Oh, and Claire's in there as well. Yes, get that back up again, Claire. Yes, our Claire is in there.
Brilliant.
It's amazing. Jack was telling me about this earlier. You've got to listen to this next story. Go ahead,
Yes,
Jack.
so this is one of the articles that's in there about funeral crashes. And they, so what happens is these women, well, I don't know whether there's men as well, but women read through the obituary columns in, you know, all the way through Britain, and they go to the funerals. And some of them go like 4 times a week. They go for free food and the company. They listen to people talking about their fond memories of the deceased. And they say it's a wonderful day out. You get to meet new people. You can get dressed up. And there's fabulous food. You know, they don't think it's being disrespectful because they're honouring the dead. But when asked, you know, who they are to the deceased, they do have to invent stories. And one lady was saying she's been doing it for 14 years. But some of them get a bit carried away with their Tupperware boxes, which they fill up to take home with the food after. But a psychotherapist said that going to a stranger's funeral isn't anything strange. It's only been frowned upon since the Victorian times. And he said in many cultures, it's quite normal for a whole town to go to a funeral, even though they might not know the deceased. And he said funeral crashes make people crave that raw, deep intimacy you get from a funeral. If you want to read more about that, then have a look at Silver Magazine because they've got the whole article in there. But yeah, what do you think about that? Have you heard of that?
I have, and I do think it's fascinating. I mean, obviously, I take funerals often regularly, and I'm not there for the free food because I tend
you've got your little Tupperware box in your bag.
I'll do the funeral, I'll take the service and the ceremony, but often it won't necessarily feel appropriate. Sometimes I'm asked back. Quite often, I'm asked back. And again, because I didn't know that individual necessarily, you know, sometimes I will, but often or not, I'll say no. I do have other work to do anyway. But I can understand the psychology of wanting to feel. I guess in the olden days as well, you know, you would have professional mourners that would come and grieve with you, and definitely in Africa, it is expected there that the whole tribe would come when somebody dies, and that lovely sense of community. I think where this gets into sitcom land is obviously the concept that you're making up a story about how you're related and all of that. I mean, I find that quite shocking and distasteful. But what I also find understandable is that there will be people that will go to strangers' funerals, and I look at, you know, everybody going to Princess Diana's or all of that grief, and there is something cathartic about grief and community. So I don't think it's morbid, but I do.
But the thing is, we all knew Princess Diana. Well, we didn't know Princess Diana, but we all knew of Princess Diana. No. She wasn't some strange person that we just looked up in the newspaper.
What I'd love them to do, often I take funerals where there is nobody at the funeral. I've been there, the only person there celebrating that person. Maybe they were an alcoholic or a homeless person, somebody that didn't have anybody. And that is, to be honest, that's when I dig very deep and give as good a service and ceremony as I can on behalf of everyone. But that would be when that kind of people would come, and that I would really appreciate them actually being there as part of that service. That would be a good thing if they came with the right respect, but there would be no free food.
Deborah, would you go to a funeral for the sake of
I can speak from a Romany Gypsy point of view on funerals, because little Frank Vary got buried 2 days ago, and there was like over 500 Romany Gypsies there. I was there including, but I did know the family. But in a Romany Gypsy family, they do it in respect of that family. So it could be like my sister-in-law's friend's child, or you don't know them, but you know of them, because all Romany Gypsies are in fact related somewhere down the line. So in little Frank Vary's funeral, there was like, there was just streets and streets of people. And the way Romanies do funerals is a lot different than normal people. And there was just so many people there. So most of them wouldn't have known little Frank, but they would have known the family. So yeah, I suppose you do go to funerals that you don't know the deceased.
Response to that, Debs, I remember growing up that when we would all get together from the different towns, it was either for a wedding or a funeral, and I would always be taken out to be bought the best dress, the best new coat, and we always used to laugh about how we would see you at the next funeral. That's what you say at a funeral: I'll see you at the next funeral, or I'll see you at the next wedding. And it is, you do go to sort of celebrate the family name by way of respect. But I was going to say that we go to enough funerals that I wouldn't want to go to a complete strangers, though, I don't think.
Yeah. I think Michelle Hayes said that she finds it difficult to go to funerals anyway. So I'm the same. I really hate going to funerals. So to go to somebody you don't even know.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Shall we make up for a moment? Makeup in the sense of makeup that you wear, ladies. Debs and Jack have been talking earlier on today. Carry on, ladies.
Yeah, well, have you got the picture of Rihanna? Because this is how it all started. So Rihanna has been named the world's wealthiest female musician, but it's actually her Fenty beauty line that's added to her fortune, which is estimated to be 1.2 billion. And what makes her beauty line so unique is it caters for like about 40 different shades. So for every different sort of shade of skin. And it's also started a perfume line as well, and she's got a lingerie line. So Debs and I were talking about, well, you came up with the idea, Debs, didn't you, about finding out what our viewers think about what's the right age to let your daughter wear makeup.
So my point at the minute is Evan likes experimenting, and she sees me put my makeup, because many moons ago I was I don't think Jack or Claire knows this, I don't really know, but I was a makeup artist and a manager at Estee Lauder in Selfridges, Manchester, and got the opportunity to go to Harrods. But being a Romany Gypsy girl, I wasn't allowed to go to Harrods and promote their products because I needed a chaperone. So I had to let that one go. But within makeup, Evanly loves doing makeup tutorials and things like that. But Ben will not let her go out wearing it. And he is right. He's 100% right, because Heavenly is only 9. So if she goes out made up and goes out in heels or these modern clothes out of River Island, like, people think she's a lot older than what she is. I know she's only 9, but I don't want people looking at my daughter in a prerogative way. Do you know what I mean? Like, she's a lot older. So what age do you let them have a little bit of makeup on? It's just what's the line you draw?
I think it's what
maybe 14.
Yeah, it's what, because my daughter. Yeah, my daughter's 25 now, but she started wearing makeup when she's 5. We used to have to go into town, and she was Dorothy from The Wizard of Oz. So we had to go she had to wear red lipstick, she had to wear the little heels and the basket and everything. So everywhere we went, she had bright red lipstick. That was at 5. But then when she got a bit older, when she was about sort of 13, she did sort of experiment with makeup, and they did, at school, they all used to wear makeup when they went out. She was quite a tomboy, so she dressed down. So it wasn't like she was wearing all the provocative clothes and the makeup. So I think that makes a difference, doesn't it? What you're wearing with the makeup.
Yeah. As Joanna's saying here, Katie Price allows her youngest daughter to and gets so much stick on Instagram. It's a tough one. So with my daughters now that are 12 and 14, Lucy does wear very thick black winged eyeliner. And I found it very difficult to say no because my mother's iconic look was, of course, very flicky 60s eyeliner. And it looks so good on her, but she doesn't wear any other makeup on her face. She just wears the heavy eyes. And Honey, she is 12 and she does exactly like Heavenly does. She does the tutorials at home and she's got a lip gloss that she likes to wear out and things like that. But I think it depends on the whole look when you're out as well. I've taken to sort of letting Honey wear, you know, a little bit of a blue eyeliner that might be a bluey green if she's got a matching top or something. But I think when you've got a child with a fully made up face like an adult, then you can get yourself into precarious positions. So it's a difficult one, isn't it?
But even your girls, Claire, they still look their age though. They still look 12 and 14 with what they wear. So yeah.
I think for me, I mean,
what I think about.
Sorry, Diana.
Go on.
No, I was just about to say, no, for me, you know, with my son Ben, I haven't had that problem. But I was wearing makeup, I guess, from the age of about 12, 13. And obviously it was doing shows and stuff. So I was doing kind of amateur dramatics and shows like that. So I would have very, very thick pancake makeup on and, you know, really was not good. And I can understand looking back that, you know, I just looked weird. I mean, not attractive, just totally weird because I just see my parents and my dad too, all wearing thick theatre pancake makeup. So that's what I put on with that old Leishner stick all over my young skin. You know, it's absolutely crazy. And then I'd wear green eyeliner. So I'd wear makeup if I wanted to get into a X-rated movie or something like that to be cool. And then I'd wear my mum's old kind of trench coat and a sort of trilby hat and boots so that I'd look like a kind of weird old lady, and I'd always be rejected because I had no idea what looking grown up looked like, and I had no idea about how to do makeup at all.
Funny enough, Jack, if you can look at some of the comments to read out, but while you have a look at some of the comments, ladies, I started wearing makeup actually when we started going to lots of funerals and weddings, and my parents would take me on the longer trips, even if we'd come back the same day, because my mother used to say I looked like my eyes were piss holes in the snow, and you could put eyeliner on me just to make me look a little bit more alive, so she said. So it was actually my mother that started applying makeup to me, interestingly enough. But what are our viewers saying, ladies?
So I got Chrissy Wheatley here. Says my mum was a strict Irish woman and we were not allowed to wear makeup. When I got pregnant at 20, I was scared to tell my mum.
Deborah, what is that like in a Roman family? You're not allowed to have sex before marriage. You know, so being pregnant before marriage would be a black sheep of the family, indeed. Yeah, I can feel that one.
Well, Catherine Kelly says a little bit of makeup is all right. I think it's part of growing up, isn't it? Yeah, I agree. You can't sort of say no. They do like to experiment, don't they?
The only thing I don't like with the you do, and there's a line at home. She can make her face up and do what she wants. I love a bit of makeup. I wear it all the time. I love a bit of makeup, and I think you should wear makeup as a woman. I think I love it. I really do. But like Big Fat Gypsy Wedding, that's my prime example. When you see the little girls in mini skirts, belly tops, high heels, full face of makeup at 9-year-old now.
No, we would never.
Do you know what? What are you doing? No, we wouldn't, would we, Claire?
No, I wasn't allowed to wear jeans when I was a child because girls don't wear jeans. I wasn't allowed to chew gum. A girl had to be a girl. Lydia Hunt is saying, I love your necklace. Just so you know, Lydia, all of the jewelry that I do wear is available in my Bella B gemstone shop at clairepetulengro.tv. And Leslie Anthony, who's commenting here, of course, runs the gemstone shop with me. So do comment or inbox Leslie as well, and she can help you with anything that you need. And it's sunstone that I'm actually wearing tonight as well.
Relevant for today and tomorrow.
Isn't it just? Now I've got to go back to a picture that I had earlier on, ladies.
Right, I've frozen, Claire, so I'm going to have to go off and come back on.
Okay, that's absolutely fine. I've got a little cleaning video actually while while Jackie goes off and comes on again. We've got a new section called Dazzle with Debs. Now, Debs, what is a Romany woman like with cleaning? Do explain.
Well, we're not like Mrs. Inch, so I don't want to offend Mrs. Inch, but I think Mrs. Inch stinks. So yeah, I'm quite blunt. As blunt as I am in readings, I am on lives. All she uses is a squirty bottle. Everywhere she goes, she uses a squirty bottle. Us Romany women get a bucket of soapy water, a toothbrush, a nail brush, and we scrub, scrub, scrub.
I do believe that I've even got a little
But
video.
cleaning is our thing, Romany women.
Yeah, I do believe I've got a little video of you being a scrubber, Debs. Let's have a little look, see if I can pick it up. Hold on just a second. I do hope your mother's not watching. Let's have a little look. I've got to find the right one. Let's have a look.
These tea leaves here. This is our
Second.
Oh,
Here
you
we
make
go.
a mess. Okay.
That is Debs on a daily basis, isn't it, Debs?
Oh, darling. That makes me feel.
We never really see. We only seen a deal of the clip of that, Claire. Can we play it back so we can show the viewers?
When I play it, the volume will go, but we'll play that video one more time. Let's have a little look at Debs having a good scrubbing session. Let's have a little look. Oh, we can hear you. So go on, Debs, give us a voiceover.
So that is me cleaning and looking after the baby at the same time. So my floor gets wiped over in the morning and it gets wiped over at the night because I have so much traffic coming through that back door because it leads into my kitchen. You could eat off my floor. My floor is amazing. But the only thing with my floor is it's got like a cream white grout. So when there's the boys in and out, my brothers or my husband, the grout gets dirty. So in actual fact, a mop doesn't do anything. Wiping it over just makes it look more grubby. So you've got to get in the grout. So you're down there for about 2 hours with a toothbrush and a bit of this.
Are you
And you put
2
it
hours
on,
every
and
day?
you keep scrubbing and it comes up unbelievable. Sorry?
2 hours every day? Not 2 hours every day. You're not cleaning your floor for 2 hours every day.
I think Debs is slightly frozen.
No. So I will scrub my floor around about every 2 weeks. No. I wipe my floor over of the morning and of the night so it's clean. And well, around about dinner time and around about evening time before I go to bed. But then I will scrub it every 2 weeks so I can keep on over the top of it. And I do the same with my bathrooms. I'm the only woman who gets in the shower and cleans the shower out as I'm getting showered.
Deb's actually recommended something that I got sent, which is going to be my new miracle worker. Debs has introduced me to this, ladies and gentlemen, which looks absolutely incredible. Debs, tell me about this.
So it's a carpet cleaner, but you can also do your upholstery with it. But when it runs out, what I do is I shop at Aldi. Okay, I love Aldi. I put washing liquid in it. The coconut one out of Aldi smells amazing. With a cool water. If you put it over your sofa. Have you got the coconut stuff in? Do your upholstery with it, which I've got all crushed velvet in here. So it just smells amazing and it cleans it as well.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. And Chrissy Willie, we are not dissing Mrs. Hinch. She did indeed make a lot of money and she has done amazing for herself. What we're just trying to do is show some other ways of doing things with cleaning as well. But one thing that we do like that Mrs. Hinch has is she's a great fan of Zoflora. And I don't know any gypsy that doesn't have Zoflora in a house, do you? Oh, I think Debs is slightly freaking there.
There's a bit of a time delay, isn't there?
Even I have Zoflora. I love that smell. That is so good. I just think that I would invite all of you round to my house, just for the sheer joy that you would have of cleaning my house, obviously. and as good therapy for you all, because you know I don't like cleaning. I'm not afraid to admit it. I really don't.
I'll just show you this is my favorite. This is my favorite, and it's the Vanish Gold, and it is absolutely brilliant for cleaning carpets. I've tried every single carpet cleaner in the world, and this one is the best. That's Vanish Gold, amazing.
Lovely.
Now, what can you say that I use? When I clean my house, I use something very, very important.
Just grab a cloth.
A cloth, or my old dress. Sometimes I might just wipe a bit of dust off the counter with a bit of my old dress, the corner of it. If I see it, I don't think I notice dust and dirt. Is that terrible? I think
no. And you know what? If you've got children and you've got a messy house, if your house is untidy and it means you're having a good time instead, then that's absolutely fine. I think with Gypsy people, it's ingrained in us, to keep a good house as well. But I'm not as good as Debs. But going back to funerals, coming around to weddings, there was a wedding today as well, wasn't there, Jack?
Yes, there was. So Ant McPartlin got married to his lovely bride, Anne-Marie Corbett, in an intimate ceremony in St Michael's Church in Heckfield in Hampshire. And they didn't want a big showbiz wedding, so they had family and friends. And the friends included Frank and Christine Lampard, Stephen Mulhern, Alicia Dixon, Pat Deely, David Williams. And Ant said that Anne-Marie has saved him and made him a better man, because he had all that trouble before, didn't he? He was, with the addiction, he suffered with addiction and everything, and so they look really happy, and congratulations to them.
If you're watching, guys, turn the telly off and have a honeymoon, but congratulations. Let's have a little look. Somebody just said we've got an Aldi fan as well. We've also got Julie Reynolds Ambrose, who's also naked in her shower, cleaning it at the same time. And Catherine Kelly, I'm with you because you say you're a bleach queen, and I absolutely adore bleach. Can't get enough of it in my house. Absolutely.
I like Michelle Hayes, and she says I clean lights.
Yeah. Plug switches. Yeah. Absolutely. Oh, we've got a very clean following, haven't we? Now we do have a little bit of a celebrity to talk about next, and I'm not sure whether I'm doing this in the right order, but we have a rather famous doggy picture coming up.
This is a new supermodel that has just graced our screens, and this is Elvis Tyler. Now Elvis has been represented by Edgar Cooper, and he is there promoting their plant-based, balanced recipes. Now, Elvis, I mean, it was a bit hit and miss with Elvis because he doesn't get out of his dog bed for anything less than 10 grand. But they managed to convince him with lots of dog treats and a nice day out in London, and he could just run around the set and just eat what he wanted and do what he wanted and play. There wasn't any squirrels to chase, but he had a great day out. So he is, he's the new face of the plant-based diet.
Oh, well, let's go down to someone not as famous as Elvis now. We've got some hot news on.
Oh, yes. Oh, are we Sex and the City fans, girls? I'm sure everybody out there loves Sex and the City. So Mr. Big is back, because we didn't know whether Mr.
I
Big
love
was going
that outfit. That outfit is very neat.
Yeah. She always looks amazing, isn't he? So he's back in the series that's going to be reprised soon. But it's rumoured that they're going to be going through a divorce. So I'm not sure if that's true or not, but that's a bit of a shame, because they took so many years to get together, didn't they?
Oh,
They did. They really did indeed.
Divorce. No.
But Sarah Jessica Parker, talking about her, we saw her earlier. Her Sauvignon Blanc and her rosé wines have been awarded 2 gold medals in the 2021 New York International Wine Competition. Now, I have tried that Sauvignon Blanc, and it is quite nice. It's too fruity for me, though, because I like my wines a bit drier. But it is quite pleasant.
I was going to say, ladies, Jack Tyler has such a hard job having to do wine tasting for Lengro, doesn't he?
Well, I mean, I'm handing that over to you after having done my live wine tastings.
I do prefer the Graham Norton wine. His wine's a bit nicer than Sarah Jessica Parker's, so I'd go for that one.
Oh, didn't know he had one. Gosh, we're all diverse. We have to have a Lengro wine, obviously.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, Lengro wine.
Oh, I Don't tempt me, ladies.
Lengro Prosecco.
Oh,
I
now
think the
you're
talking. Celebration of life. I think we should do that. Let's crush some grapes, ladies.
Great. Oh, because great. Definitely one for the list of to-do things then. Any vacancies, Jax, is Catherine Kelly for wine tasting?
Always come on board, Catherine.
So Michelle Hayes as well. Well, let me just check what the pictures I've got, because we were going to do as well what to watch on TV for this weekend. Help our viewers, if the rain continues falling, to know what they should and shouldn't tune into.
Yeah. So I've been watching My Unorthodox Life on Netflix. I don't know if anybody's seen that out there, but it is amazing. It's about a lady called Julia Hart, and she was part of the Orthodox Jewish community in Monsey in New York up until 10 years ago, because she was brought up there, in that sort of environment. They weren't allowed to wear trousers. They had arranged marriages. They weren't even allowed to date. So you just meet your husband, have to get married. Weren't allowed to have birth control, so she had like 4 children. So her life was just being a housewife, being a mum, and just bringing up her children. But then 10 years ago, she escaped. She left the community, and she'd always loved shoes. So she used to always draw pictures of shoes and things like that. So when she left, she went into insurance to raise money to be self-sufficient, and she became a shoe designer. And somebody from Harrods actually saw her, a buyer from Harrods saw her in Paris and said, "Oh, I love your shoes." And that's how it all started. So then she just grew this brand of shoes. And then she went on to be the director of La Perla. And then she went to be CEO of Elite, the modeling agency.
Yeah.
But she rebranded them and created a modeling agency and also a talent media company. So she is absolutely huge. So she's just created this global company. And this series follows her life and her family and all that they've been through and what they go through now. She's so inspirational. It's such a great series to watch, because I love watching a program about, inspiring women.
Yeah.
And, she's just amazing. So I definitely would recommend that. And that's on Netflix.
Right, so My Unorthodox Life, Jack did recommend it to me, and I've started watching the first 3. And I've got to say, guys, if you're looking for some inspiration with the new moon, this is one woman who's taken control of her own life and done it her own way. It's a great series. Right, what about you, Debs? What have you been watching?
I haven't been really watching a lot. Because I've not had time with work and everything. But what is on my to watch list tomorrow is Alfie Best's Undercover Boss. So Alfie Best is a Romany gypsy, and he's done really, really well for himself. But he is wanting to be the first Romany gypsy billionaire. And he's got loads of caravan parks across England, and he's gone undercover as the boss. So that is on my watch list for tomorrow, because in actual fact, his mother is a Finny, and my granny is, and my mother-in-law is, so it's all back breeding into my family. I don't personally know Alfie, but I know he's related down the line somewhere, so it will be a good watch for me to watch.
Oh, you'll have to text me and remind me to watch that one. And what's it called again?
Undercover Boss. It's the new Undercover Boss, and it's got Alfie Best in it.
Absolutely love that. Well, I'll come to Amanda in a moment. In our household, I've had my son Paris down for 2 weeks. So I've been going zombie style, and I've been watching from series 1 to series 3, The Walking Dead, which I must say keeps you gripped to the edge of your seat from start to finish. But if you don't like blood and gore, then it's definitely one to avoid. If you do like unexpected deaths of main characters, then get on over and watch it. And it's now showing on Amazon Prime. What about you, Amanda? Have you had time to catch up on any telly?
Well, I gave myself a treat. I watched a movie. So yeah, I've been so busy, unbelievable. But I watched The Hitman's Wife's Bodyguard. So this is Ryan Reynolds, Salma Hayek, and Samuel L. Jackson. It's a rollicking, ridiculous Antonio Banderas, silly, but total fun, sort of shoot 'em up fest, kind of sexy, silly, just a brilliant sofa moment for a middle-aged woman.
And an awful lot of eye candy as well.
And what, darling?
An awful lot of eye candy as well.
Oh, of course, absolutely beautiful. And I mean, it's not the best film in the world. I can't really say 100% recommend it, but for me, it did the job, and it was lovely. So I would recommend, if you're feeling a little bit, kind of trapped in the house, and you've done so much cleaning, you smell of bleach. Just have a bit of glamour with you as well, and you just feel, you haven't got the shoes and the leather things to put on, and you're feeling frustrated. Lie on a couch, watch
with your Barbie doll.
Yeah.
Watch Ryan Reynolds and Samuel L. Jackson and Salma Hayek just being very outrageous and fun, and it's definitely an escapist film for sure.
Is that's on Sky Store, is it, Amanda?
Yeah, I think I actually purchased it.
Yeah, I think that's on Sky Store. Yeah.
Well, if you do have any, that's what's in the trolley, sorry about that. If you do have any film recommendations, then do make sure that you inbox Tyler and let her know. And you could well get your name and your recommendation up on here in the weeks ahead. And here's where you
I've got Debs has got a bit of celebrity gossip, haven't you, Debs? You've got a bit of celebrity gossip about Paris Fury.
Yes, so I have been notified by someone very close to the family, as Paris Fury is one of my close friends. She is in the labour ward with Tyson as we speak.
No.
So there should be an arrival very soon.
Oh, that's amazing. Oh,
there is photos of her. There's photos of her eating pudding and chips in the labour ward with Tyson at the minute. So we shall see. There could be a baby tonight.
That would be amazing. A Lionsgate baby. Wow.
And here at Lengro magazine, we have covered funerals, weddings, and now we're ending the show with birth. That's absolutely lovely. I'm going to leave the last few words to Amanda, of course, because the New Moon Magic has been hers tonight. And don't forget, if you would like to book a personal celebration with Amanda Waring, or you'd like to contact her or buy any of her books, then do make sure that you message her and private inbox her as well. Amanda, what's your final word?
Okay, my final word is for all of us to call the magic back. Call back that beautiful magic that you may have felt that you've lost. Let it just come flooding back through you. Call it back for the good of all. There's an expression with that magic which is called Amrita. So if you want to call that Amrita back to ourselves, to women, to men, for all of us to call that magic back, to take back our power, our sovereignty, and to shine, 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 shine.
Absolutely love that.
Can I just say also quickly a big congratulations to all our amazing Olympians, because it's the last day tomorrow of the Olympics. So we've won 20 gold medals, 21 silver and 22 bronze. So congratulations to them.
Yeah.
Absolutely fantastic. And Jack, did I miss anything out of our celeb gossip tonight? Is there anything you want to finish off with?
No, I just want to say, congratulations. Watch Tom Daly swimming this morning, diving, if anybody saw that. And a special mention for Sky Brown, who is the youngest ever Great British Olympian champion. She won a medal for skateboarding. She won a bronze medal. And
amazing.
And she's only 13. So that's amazing.
She's also never been taught professionally. She's houseboy at all.
Yeah,
so,
amazing.
Heavenly, come and wave goodbye to everybody. That is the end of another Lengro Late Night Live. We will see you again next week. In the meantime, enjoy your New Moon Magic, and we'll see you all soon. Say goodbye, ladies. Bye.